Hey, what's up everybody? This is Bailey Graham. I'm here in London working with the Sound Co. I'm going to break down how I made the beat Sunday. Let's take a look. Okay, so we started the beat here with a little sample I found. I was watching TV one day, and this little jazz group was playing, and I thought, hey, that sounds pretty cool. So I recorded that and just chopped it up a little bit, and did some pitch shifting to it. Thought that was kind of vibey. So right after that, we went straight for the chords, and I used the Jupiter patch. Number 9 called Wait For It. So this is what the sound was when I first loaded it in. So I thought that sounded really nice, especially going with that little sample there. But I thought I kind of want the sound to be a little more like underwater sounding, and that was a little more bouncy. Just to kind of, I like my synths to kind of have motion to it. So I just kind of added, some EQ, a little low pass filter, some vinyl action just to get it, sounding nice and warm. Then I got the LFO tool to do a little side chain pumping and a little bit more of saturation just to get the synth kind of bouncing along here. So I thought that kind of set like a really good kind of foundation for the vibe I was going for. After that, moving on, we got the drums coming in. Pretty simple stuff going on here, honestly. So we just got like the main groove going on. I used the MPC snare as well as the MPC hi-hat. And then the MPC conga, because I don't know, there's something about the analog sound from the MPC that can really just bring the track to life. So I just sprinkled those all around, honestly. So it's really nothing crazy, just nice in the pocket. So we just rode right with that. So then in this next part, I was like, we need a nice, fat Moog bass. So here's what I started with. Nice and aggressive. So I thought it's nice and aggressive, which I like, but I didn't want it to be quite that gritty. That's a little much. So all I did there was I put a nice little low pass filter on it, cut out quite a bit because I really just wanted it to be subby, more so than just like really angry synthesizer sound. Then I put a little saturation on it, get a little bit more of those harmonics back in there, and then some compressor action to kind of keep the sound a little more upfront and heavy, and then a multi-band to just really hit home the heaviness of the bass. So after we hit that, we got this sound here. So quite some heavy compression, really just on like those beginning transients on the beginning of those. For some reason, those were a little heavy for my taste, and they kind of poked out too much. And I just wanted the overall sound to be very, in your face, because I thought that would really bring the beat to another level. Now we're rocking with this. Awesome. So sound pretty saucy, right? Now we're on the bridge. I thought I could just kind of, lay it back. So for this part, I used the snap from the MPC pack. And then I wanted to bring in like a new ambient kind of sound. So what I did was I took another Jupiter pack, and I used the Blake pad. And so what I started off with was this sound. So when you hear that, it doesn't make any sense. But what I did with that was, first I put an arpeggiator on it, which gave me this. And then after that, I really wanted to, just bring a sense of space to what was going on. So, I got a little bit of compression, bringing it up in overall volume, put it in your face a little bit. But then after that, I EQ'd quite a bit of it out. And so it's just kind of the mids. And then I put a lot of delay and a lot of reverb on there. And what that gives you is something like this. Right? Which doesn't seem like much, but subtlety is key and getting a vibe in your track. There's no need to put a bunch of crazy stuff happening. So all it does is this. Right? If I didn't talk about it, you almost wouldn't even know it's there. But that's kind of the point of it, is it just kind of creates an openness to kind of get ready for this little next part. Right? So this is where stuff gets down, right? So at this little drop, I have the same synth I started with, but this time I don't have the low pass filters because I just wanted it to give it that little bit of lift. Well, the low pass is still there, but it's not quite cutting quite as much out. So it sounds a lot more open. So when I single it out, it's still a little subdued, but it's not this. Right? It's just that little bit of lift to get the beat to its climax, right? And then, we've got the drums rocking. And so now we've got to the main event here, which is the lead sound. And so this is also from the Jupiter pack, and it's called Saw Killer. And so what I started with was this. Pretty saucy, right? Like I said, I like to give my sense a sense of movement, like it's going somewhere, like something's happening more than just, hey, I'm playing a synth for you. So what I did here was added a sense of space, a sense of movement, which, is just a little bit of EQ, a bit of high pass, took a little bit of the high frequencies out. I got a little frequency shifter. I almost used this more as like a vibrato, honestly, to kind of get, once again, a more life, a little more modulation from the sound. And then I've got a little H delay, a little bit of reverb on there. So once you solo that with the effects on, nothing crazy. It actually kind of makes the synth seem a little further back. But it still feels bigger. It still gives it a sense of space, and that, it's a little bit larger without having to make it too loud. So that kind of wraps up the beat. And so, at the end, it's all about just kind of lifting some of the stuff that I had subdued in the verses, lifting all that up, getting the drums knocking and getting the bass up there. What I really like about these packs is that what you're getting is like the raw audio. So it's almost as like you're loading up the modulators and the wavetables at bare, and you can adjust them to however you want them to sound. So I took the sounds and just did what fitted the track best. So that's what I really like about using the packs from the Sound Co. We're taking analog sounds, especially for people that work in home studios like me. I can't fit a mini Moog in my room, and I can't, carry it to London with me. But with this, I can bring analog sounds anywhere, which is really great for, project studios, home studios, and even commercial studios, and any type of producer that wants to have, that pure analog sound. All right, guys, that's how I made the track Sunday Head over to thisisthesound.co if you want to use their sample packs, all of them in which I used in this track. Thanks for listening, guys. Hey, what's up, every guy? Oh my, what am I doing, bro?
You're jet lag.
This is, I'm sorry, The Sound. The Sound sells a sweet pack of The Sound Co. I'm sorry. Edit. Go to thisisthesoundco.com, right?
This is the sound.co.
Wow.
Yeah. Right,
I'm from America. No!